Hello? Hello?
Hi.
How late can we go?
I don't know.
Do we have to go?
No.
Oh. You're lying.
I am. I am.
Monster bubbles!
I think he wants you.
Sing so beautifully.
That's funny. It's like she has a mustache right under her nose.
She does?
Yeah.
Which is really big lips.
Great.
Tom, yes, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. Only 10 years of purgatory, right?
Right.
Brother-in-law, Greg.
Hey, hi, nice to see you.
I think Jake's like twice the size he was at Christmas.
Oh, yeah. We should really stop feeding him.
Come on, enjoy yourself.
Corinne, my daughter Alice.
Hi, nice to meet you.
She worked with Paul Schuster from the Public Defender's Office. You remember Paul? And it turns out before that, she and your brother overlapped at Fordham, but they never met.
Oh, how funny.
You must be so proud. I heard he's the youngest partner in the firm's history.
Well, he's always been driven. What can I say?
And you're an attorney as well.
No, I was. I stopped practicing when I had my son.
Thank God for the women's movement. She'll go back, trust me.
Is this you?
Oh, Jesus.
What?
It's adorable. Oh, she was so good. Now, if she had stuck to it, can you imagine? She's got the natural pose, the natural arch. Look at that, slim legs. Everything she needed, gave up. What can you do? Can't push, push, push. Gotta let go, right? Right? She's humble. Where'd she get that?
Thank you. And where are you guys applying?
Oh, boy.
What?
Well, we loved our local public school, but it just got rezoned.
No.
It'll be fine.
The whole reason we moved, and now they won't let us send him.
I swear, if Pembroke hadn't discovered that Kimmy had perfect pitch halfway through her interview, which, mind you, we didn't even know, I mean, just forget it.
Dizzy! Dizzy!
Oh!
Don't
Oh! Wait, come back.
But I'm scared.
Please don't go.
That's when you say don't even know your name.
But I do know your name.
That's not how it goes.
Well, maybe Mommy was improvising. Maybe she was improvising. My sister-in-law comes from serious money. I swear all she does is shop for the kid. Meanwhile, lucky if I can get Jake out of his pajama bottoms half the time.
He likes to be comfortable. Hell, I'd do the same thing if I could get away with it. You think the other parents would mind? Their preschool director in a tracksuit?
You would look hot in a tracksuit.
You are such a liar.
Is that even what I want for Jake? A private school full of Kimmies? Even if we could afford it, which we can't.
Honey, we're just talking options right now. Casting a wide net. Here you go, ladies. Thank you.
No,
I got this, okay? You just get me the essay by Thursday. No excuses.
Sandra? Come on back.
I should probably warn you, I'm not sure I buy it. It was Ben's idea. Ben's my husband. For now.
How long ago did he move out?
6 days ago. Yeah, he found a temporary place. He says he'll do marriage counseling, but only if I work on me first. Suddenly he's Dr. Phil. Can I ask, how's this work? I just sit here and talk and...
It seems like it's important for you to have a plan.
Is that what I have to look forward to?
A rich man's wife became sick, and when she felt that her end was drawing near, she called her only daughter to her bedside and said, "Dear child, remain good." The girl went out to her mother's grave every day and wept. When winter came, the snow spread a white cloth over the grave, and when the spring sun had removed it again, the man took himself another wife. Times soon grew very bad for the poor stepchild. "Why should that stupid goose sit in the parlor with us?" they said. "Out with this kitchen maid."
Home again, home again.
There you are.
Hey, stop by Gristides. God, what a zoo.
Oh, thanks. You didn't have to go tonight.
Oh, hello. What is all this?
It's a draft for the parent essay for the private schools. I know, but I had lunch with Judy today, and she thinks we might have a shot at a scholarship.
Really?
Here,
No,
relax.
I've got this. Oh, you don't think that's a waste of time?
I mean, it's a long shot, obviously, but...
Right.
I went by the public school that we are zoned for now, and it's not great, honestly. The classrooms are overcrowded. I'm just worried he could get totally lost. I know we've always said we're not those parents, but
Well, I can't
don't
afford to
know,
be.
Maybe. Greg.
Relax.
Anyway. She said we should at least try a few privates along with the magnet program, so I was hoping you could help me brainstorm.
Tonight?
You are so much better at this than
No,
I am.
I'm not better at
No,
this than you.
are.
No, you are
Everything I
wonderful,
write sounds
Alex.
so cloying.
Is there a prompt?
Oh, how is Jake more special than all the other hundreds of thousands?
Okay. Is there an actual prompt?
Let's see. All right. Imagine someone were to see a room full of children playing. Ignoring physical attributes, how would they identify your child?
Tell him about this. That is not funny.
That's exactly the kind of thing that sounds like parent bullshit.
That is not bullshit. He was hours old. Developmentally, babies don't typically do that for days, at least.
Yeah.
He was clearly...
Oh, be careful, be careful.
What is she doing on the toaster
She's
oven?
drying. Her head broke off. I guess she fell, and he came out sobbing with this decapitated Cinderella like she'd been guillotined.
So what, you super glued her?
Well, I kept insisting, she's fine. I told him it was another necklace.
Aw. He buy that?
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I've always said the more attention we pay now, the more we really listen, the more engaged and confident they'll be, not just in school, but their whole lives. Which is why it is so important to create a preschool atmosphere where children are encouraged to be their truest, most authentic selves. At this age, that's really the most important thing.
Yeah, but they're just playing all day, right? I mean, basically what you got here is a well-funded playroom.
Well, the truth is, creativity and imagination are both foundational for all types of higher learning. A colleague of mine wrote a great book on the subject, if you're interested. It's very accessible.
If it's crap, you can tell me.
Shh.
It's just so hard to pitch him.
Oh,
without
trust
sounding
me,
like-
I get it. I get it. I am almost done. Okay. My God, your face.
No, maybe this is not even worth it.
Stop. It's terrific.
Really?
Yes. There's only one thing.
No,
I
of
wondered.
course. I mean, you must have notes.
You talk about his imagination, which is great, since that's really the best indicator. Why not use that as a lead-in to talk a little about his gender-expansive play? With anecdotes.
So you mean like?
It could be anything, really. I was in his classroom on Tuesday, and he and Emily and Michelle were creating their own fairy tale, this enchanted forest. And they'd made trees out of chairs and pillows. And Jake was this princess who didn't know she was a princess. And Emily was the witch who was keeping her locked up. And Michelle was somebody's helper or something. But anyway, it was really Jake who was the ringleader.
You think talking about that would? I mean, I'm sure you're right. I just want to make sure that I understand.
Well, for one thing, someone's going to read this, and then they're going to meet Jake. And it is always a good sign when parents seem to really know their kids, which, of course, you do.
Right.
But there's sort of a big part of his personality that you don't even mention, right? Here's the second thing. The numbers are ridiculous, especially when it comes to which families they're going to help financially. But what you have to remember is everybody wants diversity. Let's be honest. Jake, he's very special. And believe me, this is part of my job I hate the most, this strategizing. But I really think that this is the card you could play. That's all. Not to mention, you want him to be somewhere he can thrive, right?
And the prince fell on Rapunzel. Standing on Rapunzel. Look what I made. Standing. I made a big sword.
All right, so it's all about progression, right? It's like you have to have the right story. So this is my pull together, you don't have to worry about me because I'm a modern, independent, working woman picture, right?
Very slick, yeah.
Thank you. And then this one, which is loving mommy, loving mommy. Yes, I have a kid, and if that freaks you out, well, too bad, because I'm not going to apologize about it kind of picture.
Pimping him out there.
Stop! No, we're not.
Wait, show him the message.
Sanjay, come on, baby, it's that time.
We're not done yet.
Right. Okay. Wowza, Amal, you're truly an exotic beauty. And your English is so impressive. Maybe we could go for a ride sometime. No magic carpet here, but I do have a Prius.
What is wrong with people?
Right, I know, and it's not even the half of it. Come on, baby, I'm not where did they... Oh, what in the world? I'm so sorry.
No, I got it.
Alex.
This is all Jake.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Let me take that.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Sanjay, come on. Mommy's had a long day.
He can't leave. But you have to do this first.
You really don't think it's weird? About Judy.
I don't know. I mean, she was strategizing, right?
Yeah, no, the strategizing I get, but the way she was talking, it was just a little. I don't know.
I mean, he does like to play dress up. That's not news. Not that I care, obviously, but he's not exactly Johnny Basketball.
Johnny, what?
You know.
That's not an expression.
I know it's not. I'm just saying. What's your day like tomorrow? I have a break around noon.
I go into legal aid till 3, then pick up Jake.
You okay?
Yeah, of course.
Laurel.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, listen, I've been meaning to mention, and maybe you've already noticed this, but the walls here are a little... And most of my patients, they're pretty tame, but you know, if there's a noise issue or...
Oh, you're so sweet. I haven't even noticed. Oh, and I wouldn't want you to worry about that. I know in my own work how important vocalizing can be. I find it so helpful in releasing all kinds of emotional buildup. I'm sure you're familiar with Arthur Janov.
It's scream therapy.
It's what?
Janov, he was big in the 60s. He's all about finding your primal scream and releasing it into the world.
Jesus.
Yeah, and apparently this is like her niche, so which means this is not going to stop. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. It's not his personality. I think that's what bugged me.
What?
About Judy. She was acting like I'd failed to mention some deep-seated part of him, and it's like...
Yeah, he likes fairy tales, but maybe that's not the most critical thing worth mentioning. He knows all 50 states. He's already started reading. How many kids his age are reading?
Hey, Allie, okay, I love you, but I think that you're fixating.
No, I'm not fixating. I just think he should get a clean slate. I don't want to send him off to kindergarten labeled as...
I don't think anyone's trying to label him. Allie, Judy loves Jake. Judy loves you. She's on your side, all right? And she's not, your mother. Hey, I was kidding.
No, it's fine.
Allie.
Look, I gotta go. I love you.
That was good. Nipples. I want to touch your nipples. Hey.
What if we pitched it like Jake is not limited to trucks or whatever? He likes all sorts of toys and games. Equal opportunity. Yeah, our son walks into a Toys R Us and he does not discriminate on the basis of perceived gender norms. That's actually not that bad. But it's just an idea. We don't have... Oh my God. Allie. What's wrong? Whoa. You're not happy?
No, of course I'm happy.
Hey.
I don't want to assume.
No, of course not. And we won't. But with Jake, everything was fine. It's not a pattern.
I guess I didn't think it would happen so fast.
Well, I am sorry that I'm so damn virile. I don't know what else to say besides that, though. I am sorry.
harness every student's unique potential.
Nurturing intellectual curiosity,
critical thinking,
Problem solving.
Artistic expression.
Jake, breakfast!
Socks make my feet sticky.
Hey, buddy, we're running late.
We do give priority to siblings.
My wife is on a ton of boards. I don't know if that's helpful.
You know, it's impossible to predict.
but on average, it's approximately 400.
600.
900.
36,000 children applied for a spot in one of the city's magnet programs last year.
In a few weeks, we'll visit some new schools and you'll play with some kids and meet some teachers and you should just be yourself. And that's all that matters, okay? So it's no big deal at all.
Yes.
No biggie.
You can have a roll up later if you
Yeah.
want. Except they're kind of sticky.
Hello? Wheeler. Yeah. Wheeler. And my son is Jake.
Preschools will receive feedback in December.
Of course, we wish we had room for all your little angels.
But the numbers are what they are.
The numbers are what they are.
Numbers are what they are.
Oh, look at that. Who's that? Is that for us?
No, I did that.
Yeah, I did. Let me try.
That's what I clicked on.
No, I think it's the one under there.
I don't know.
I can't tell what this is. There. Right?
I mean, it's insane. Between the down regs and the stims, trigger shots, blood samples, not to mention anesthetic for egg retrieval, all in all, you probably stabbed about 75 times per cycle. And most of the stabbing you're doing to yourself. I had this whole kit at the office. They say if you're squeamish about needles, IVF will either cure you or break you. That doesn't bother you?
You mean
The banshee next door?
what about Ben?
What about him?
Was he supportive? Just in all this? We've got a few minutes.
He'd call the office, constantly checking in, email me these fertility blogs, what to eat, what not to eat.
It sounds like a lot of pressure.
You have kids.
Yeah, one.
It's like when guys say, we're pregnant, Like, wow, equality, great. But actually, you're not. So maybe you could just fuck off a little bit.
Allie, come on. You're being ridiculous.
I'm fine. You've got clients.
So what's so odd rescheduled?
It's his first interview. This is important. He's gonna be nervous.
Exactly. I'm sorry, but what happens if you puke on the train? You think that's gonna put him in a good mood?
All right, there's some apple slices with peanut butter in the kitchen. Make sure he eats on the way.
Yeah, but Little Mermaid's my favorite movie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
First time? At our
our last one, they left the door open so I could peek in. And I saw my son was drawing a picture, and I thought, that's good, right? So the teacher comes over and says, hey, what's that? And he said, a gun.
Well, he can't fix America. No?
No.
Mr. Wheeler, can I have a word with you?
Alexandra, it's your mother. I haven't heard from you in over a week. Call me old-fashioned, but I don't think a simple phone call is so much to ask. An emoji does not count. In any case, listen, I just talked to your brother, and Kimmy's got a piano recital on the 11th. I don't know if you've heard her play recently, but she's really getting very good. It's amazing, frankly, the discipline at her age. I thought it might be nice for Jake to see. It might inspire him, who knows? Oh, have you set a date for his birthday party yet? I don't want a situation like last year. Really broke my heart, so call me. I'm at the office, be here all day. Remember what that's like?
Of course it's ridiculous.
I
I'm
think
not saying it's
abusive
not.
was the word you
Okay,
used.
well-
You said whoever had the bright idea to evaluate toddlers using test scores deserves a special place in hell.
96.
Out of 100?
Yeah, well, it's percentile, so you can't get higher than 99.
Wait, what is all this?
Okay, look. So they break it down, right? There's verbal ability, spatial relations, fine motor skills.
Fine motor
Yeah, like
skills.
how he holds a pencil. And I was worried about that too, because he's left-handed, which I mean, obviously they can't discriminate. But
Okay,
it's
but
more
wait, you
regular.
are out of your
Okay,
mind.
Okay, look at the narrative. Jake was enthusiastic and
Enthusiastic.
curious and proved remarkably focused on the task at hand. With a keen eye, he was able to group pictures based on common properties, copying several rows of symbols to match a code.
What the fuck?
It's like shapes and things. Relax, okay. Ooh, this is my favorite part. Using an unconventional, but still effective, left-handed grip. A delight to work with. What's wrong? I don't understand.
I guess Jake had made friends with one of the girls in his group, and one of the boys overheard what they were talking about. And that boy told some other boy who told some other boy who started teasing Jake.
What were they saying?
I don't know, but apparently before the teacher could intervene, things got physical. They started shoving each other. I think Jake fell down.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then I guess Jake shoved the other kid back. Then I guess he started crying.
But did you tell him he's not like that? When has he ever
No,
shoved
they
anyone?
they knew that he was being teased, okay? The man was really nice about it. Yeah, I actually think he was a little embarrassed.
Why?
Well, he kept dancing around what had happened, talking about Jake's creative role play or whatever, and then suddenly I realized, oh, God, this guy doesn't know how to tell me that my son was, he was the Little Mermaid, it turns out. Damn this thing. Anyway, once it was over, the teacher, she set both of them down. They had a talk about respectful behavior, and she encouraged Jake to use his words if he was angry.
He couldn't talk.
No, I guess not.
No. I mean, the Little Mermaid loses her voice. She can't talk for like half the movie. You never thought of that?
Are you mad at me?
Well, now they're gonna think he's got anger issues or doesn't know how to communicate his feelings. I should have taken him.
Well, thanks.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault.
Because it's not.
Well, it's a red flag, okay? They're looking for anything. Shit.
Now, somehow I was a little more concerned about Jake than how it might affect his chances.
Excuse me?
Maybe we've got things a little
Hey,
backwards
that is
here.
not fair. Being concerned for his chances is being concerned for Jake.
Yeah, I
And
realize
frankly,
that.
if you're worried about him being teased at Sibley Hall, maybe you ought to think about what it'd be like for him, someplace where the teacher's got 40 kids crammed into a class half the size. Do you think this won't happen again?
Okay, fine.
So don't tell me I'm not concerned about Jake.
Okay, I'm not a crazy mom, Alex. I don't want to hoard him. I want him to have his father in his life, but he needs routine right now. It's so important at this age.
Of course.
I mean, honestly, I shouldn't even complain. It's a good thing that he wants to be involved. I honestly think sometimes it's the lawyers that make it all impossible. No offense.
No, I'm sure you're right.
You ladies need any help?
Yes, I do. I was looking at the Power Rangers costumes and I couldn't see anything in red. My son's like, yee-hi.
We may be sold out of that color. I can check.
Oh, no, you see, it's really has to be red. Yeah, okay. So what does Jake want to be?
Oh, you know, Jake. He has a different idea every other day. I'll probably just grab a few options.
Yeah, smart. Oh my God, my hero! Yes, you found it. Thank you.
Hey Teresa, can you get a price check on baby Frankenstein kid? Thanks.
Maybe we should explain to him why Rapunzel's not a good idea.
I just think, what if someone says something, or even a funny look?
I know.
It's our job to protect him.
Meredith.
You really don't have to stay. There's a good chance I'll just forget.
Why? Why can't I be Rapunzel?
Did you see the pirate? It's awesome. It's got these tassels. You've got all these
Hey, buddy, come on. Mommy's trying really hard to...
Jake,
I
you
don't
haven't even looked
understand.
at them,
You
babe.
promised me. Trick or treat. I hate you.
Jake, I need you to calm down. Please,
Yeah,
please, just calm down for 1 second. You can't.
Happy Halloween.
You can't listen.
No. He was Ben. He just had the face of the man from the bodega. Like the man from the bodega was playing Ben in my dream.
Okay.
And we get to the top of the mountain, and the snaps on my pack pop off, and all of my gear just falls off, just rolling down this ravine. And I'm watching it go, and I know this is bad, but for some reason, I just start laughing. So I guess I'm wondering, what does that mean?
Well, that depends.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering what you think it means. I mean, just give me your 2 cents. I mean, isn't that why we're here?
I think that's less important than your own
Oh
associations.
my God, I'm sorry, are you always like this? Or just here? I'm sorry. I think we should end early today.
You're allowed to feel frustrated.
Yeah, I know I'm allowed.
With me, I mean. What am I like?
Switzerland. That's what Ben and I call you. Because when I first started coming, he would always ask me, whose side you were on. I told him, you don't like taking sides.
Greg, nice to see you.
Oh, hey. Hi. I got here early today, so I figured I would just, I don't know, check in, see if there were any updates.
The truth is, I haven't talked to Bethany this week, but we spoke on Friday, and she said that Jake had actually been a little better.
It's better. I just meant the schools.
Oh.
What's up with Bethany?
No, there were one or two incidents in class. I spoke with Alex about it briefly over the phone.
She didn't tell me.
Oh, here, honey, come on in. It was nothing serious. He's always liked doing things his own way. You know that.
Yes.
But lately, according to Bethany, he's been a little more obsessive. Refusing to leave the dress-up corner. When it's time to move on to something else, he'll act out the, what do you call it? The stroke of midnight over and over again.
Right.
Bong, bong, bong.
Yeah, wait, come back. I don't even know your name.
Exactly. Alex says he's been fine at home.
No, he's been a handful lately. It's normal stuff. Alex thinks that maybe we need to set better boundaries so that Jake can learn a little more self-control.
Do you agree?
It's just that I also know that she's not totally herself right now. And I don't blame her. You know, she is scheduling everything, the interviews, the tours. For a while there, she was nauseous every other morning.
She's been sick?
Oh, shit. Please don't tell anyone.
I won't.
We're not telling anyone until we're past 13
I understand.
weeks, you know. She told people sooner last time, and then when we lost the baby.
I know how hard she took it.
I just know how much she respects you. She always has. And I was thinking, if you do talk to her, that maybe you could try to reassure her that nothing's wrong. Just that things are gonna be okay.
I'd like to show you something, if you have a minute. He did these last Thursday. I was going to show Alex, but as long as you're here.
Jake did these?
Mm-hmm.
They don't look like his. I mean, really, I get it. It's a lot of blood.
Well, the blood's one thing. A lot of children are fascinated by it, and justifiably so. But sometimes artwork like this can be an opportunity. It can help us understand something a child might be having difficulty communicating. Do you ever see children in your practice?
No, couples occasionally, but mostly individuals. Why?
Guess it's beside the point. I was just curious if Jake has, ever expressed concern to either of you about his gender.
No. I mean, I don't think so. There's a curiosity, maybe. He asked once, we were having dinner, and he asked why boys can't wear skirts.
You know, because girls can wear pants.
Why'd you tell him?
We told him the truth, I guess, which is there is no good reason, really. But then I mentioned that in Scotland, men wear kilts, which are kind of like skirts. We Google imaged kilts, looked at some pictures. He wasn't very impressed.
So you didn't tell them there are men who do wear dresses in our culture?
Talked to Judy at all recently?
Week before last, maybe? Why?
I was just wondering if we might want to bring Jake to see someone, a professional.
Why?
It's a lot of change all at once, you know? Visited a bunch of schools.
Right.
I mean, and if he is already having trouble regulating his, maybe it could be helpful.
You don't think that might make things worse?
How?
I don't know. He's only 4. We put him in therapy, and then suddenly there's a stranger asking all these questions.
You know that's not how it works.
But what if he starts thinking there's something wrong with him?
That's not what I'm saying.
No, I know it's not, but, it's... I don't know, it's the message he might get. Kids are moody. He'll be fine.
Okay, I think it's time that we clean all this up and get ready to go home. Jake, I'd like you to come out and help us, please.
No.
I really, really, really need your help to clean up because we're getting ready to go home. Jake, I'd like you to come out and help us clean this up. Please? Do you need help in there?
Sandra, hi, it's Greg Wheeler. I thought we were scheduled for 2 p.m. today. Maybe you're on your way, or maybe something came up. Anyway, call me back so we can reschedule if we need to. Here you go, bud. Working on your states again?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that's your grandma. Oh, Catherine, you are a lifesaver. I'm so sorry. We had a sitter lined up. She's very reliable. I have no idea what happened this
Well,
time.
I don't know why you would pay anyone.
Well-
I told Alex 1,000 times, happy
I
to
know.
have my time with you.
And that's very sweet. We know
She'll
that you're
listen.
busy. Here, do you want to?
Hi, honey. Oh, I ran into Simon Weingold. He was asking after you. Said they're missing you terribly.
Oh, that's nice
And I
of
said
him.
with Jake in school next year, you're going to have a lot more time on your hands.
Jake, come say hi to Nana.
I still need Montana.
Honey, no time to curl your hair? How often do you go out, for goodness sakes? Well, wear it behind if you can. Yeah. Oh, what do we got here?
That's from the dress-up corner at Jake's school. His
Let's see it.
teacher let him take it.
Oh, no need to explain. I do read the New York Times. God forbid anything should be off limits.
So,
Where is my favorite grandson?
Dinner's ready in the fridge. Just zap it in the microwave 2-3 minutes. Set the timer and
Remember,
it goes
keep
automatically.
it behind. Yeah, I have used a mic.
Oh, and the super is right downstairs. If you need anything, just knock. He stays there. He's almost always home.
I did raise 2 of my own. You remember that, don't you?
Thank you.
Okay, put a brush through your hair, honey.
Okay, really. Thank you again. Love you.
All right.
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye-bye. Here I come, ready or not.
Yeah, marketing's got to be fascinating in that way, just the whole trying to get inside people's heads.
It must be such a creative challenge.
You know, it is not about being creative. That's what people don't get.
Well, I think you're creative.
Thank you, but you gotta understand, people are up against so many goddamn options for everything, right? I mean, you walk into a market, you see like 20 different kinds of water, for Christ's sake? I mean, so the best marketing strategy is not about being creative. No. It's about being direct. It's about being simple. And ultimately, people, and look, I'll just say this, I'm sorry, especially women, they want to be told what to do.
No, we don't. I call complete bullshit on that.
It's not bullshit.
So much bullshit.
Can I get anyone another round?
Yeah, I would love another drink. I'm sorry. What is your favorite specialty cocktail?
Case in point.
No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm asking her opinion.
I really like the elderflower.
Hold on, I
sake
can't
tea.
hear you. Yeah, sure. I'll have one of those. Thank you.
What's going on?
I'm so sorry.
He what?
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Calm down. No, I understand.
What happened?
He threw Cinderella at her.
What?
The figurine. Look, just put him on the phone, okay? I want to talk to him. Yeah, well, tell him if he doesn't stop now, we're canceling his birthday party. I'm serious.
Whoa, wait, no, let me talk to her. Let me talk to her. Come here. Hey, hi, Kate. It's Greg. I'm so sorry. Do you need us to come home?
That's exactly what he wants.
What's that? No, I know. No, we'll leave the phone on so you can... Right, okay, well... Fine.
I mean, he's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, if you're this upset about it, you might consider listening to me, and maybe we should bring him to see someone.
Can we not do this right now?
He's just assaulted his grandmother.
Well, she's probably exaggerating.
Okay, you threatened to cancel his birthday party because she's probably exaggerating?
Greg, I was setting a boundary. That's allowed.
Yeah, it is, but don't flip it around and try to minimize it. If he's acting out, he's acting
Greg,
out.
he's a kid. God forbid he should be a little more aggressive than you. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, of course. Is everything okay?
Oh, he's just punishing us for having a night out.
Maybe I should go.
Greg, we offered.
I know, but I just think if one of us was
Just
there.
upend our plans every time he's in a mood. Where's the lesson in that?
Fine. You're the boss.
Here you are, miss. The elderflower sake tea.
Perfect timing. Cheers to grown-up time.
Cheers.
So, Caitlyn Jenner, is she a lesbian now or what?
What?
Well, okay, so I was listening to this interview where Miss Jenner, she said that she was still attracted to women. And, even though now she's so I was just wondering, is she, what is she now? Is she a lesbian?
I'm sorry, how did we get on?
I know, it was just, I have no idea.
Oh,
Just,
I'm
you
sorry.
watch
I
so
was-
much TV.
I was just reminded of it because when you were outside, we were talking about your son.
I was just explaining that I was just saying it's hard, Admissions time, kindergarten, it's so hard for a child, who just
what?
who has a unique expression.
Listen,
Alex,
my
we've discussed
brother
this.
Mikey, when he was a kid, he was obsessed with that game, Pretty Princess, and you cut to freshman year of college, and he's on the football team, 200 pounds, 6'3". So it just goes to show
Not
you.
sure I follow.
I'm just saying that you probably don't need to worry. That's all.
No one's worried.
That's not what he
Well,
meant.
that's not exactly true. I'm a little worried. And so are his teachers,
All right,
apparently.
you know
Amal, let me ask you something. You took Sanjay to see a therapist last year, right?
Greg,
I'm sorry, is that a taboo subject? We're all friends here.
I think you've had a little too much to drink.
I just am curious about your experience as a parent.
And it's fine. Well, with the divorce, we wanted to be safe, so I took him to a therapist.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that was a very different situation.
How is that different?
Because with Sanjay, there was an obvious problem.
What do you mean by that?
No, not problem.
Right.
No. I just meant, there was something external, not
I think we
how
should
he
just,
likes to
I
play.
really think we should just drop
It's more
this
than
right
how
now.
he likes to play.
What's that supposed to
It
mean?
means
What? What were you going to say?
we can talk about it later.
No, what? Let's have it. What were you going to say? We're all friends, right?
Fine. I was giving Jake a bath the other night, and he tucked his penis between his legs, okay?
All boys do that, right?
Well, not
Really? Come on, you're saying Sanjay's never...
No.
Okay, you're saying he's done this before?
Well, it's bath time. What am I supposed to say? No?
Clearly, you're the one who had a problem with it.
I didn't say I had a problem with it. I said that there are people who specialize in exactly this type of behavior.
Frankly, I'm not sure what Jake needs right now is one more adult in his life gossiping behind his back.
Oh
trying
my
to come up with some sort of diagnosis.
No one was gossiping,
I didn't realize
Alex.
we
You
were
need
talking
to
about a
really stop
disease
it.
here.
It's just.
Hey, can I interest anyone in some dessert?
We're good. Just a check.
You can just take a seat back there.
How much have I gained?
3 pounds since last time. So, total of almost 5.
I feel like with my son it was more.
Yeah, it varies, but it's definitely within the normal range. And your iron was a little low last time.
I'm taking the supplement he recommended.
Take a deep breath. Okay. Just breathe.
Hey, look at it. I can't make good Lord. I'm almost as big as Jay.
Yeah, well, I kept the receipt. I know he's particular.
You guys know them all.
Hi.
Thank
you. How are you?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey. Don't you look nice?
What's up? Hi, Kimmy. How are you doing?
Oh.
Kimmy, we don't run inside.
Everybody, for Jake, his present, his birthday, thank you.
You need some help, sweetheart?
No, I'm almost done.
My daughter, the baker.
You know, I wish you wouldn't do that.
What?
Like, all of this is just a waste of time.
I wasn't. I just meant you didn't learn that from me.
Hey, stop it. Sanjay. What is the matter with you, baby?
What happened?
Sanjay pushed Bobby. He started it because Bobby called Jake a flag.
Flag.
Jake,
Hey, Mom,
honey.
no. I got it. I got it. Hey. Hey, you okay? It's almost time to make a wish. Babe, come on. Honey. Honey, talk to me. Please?
No, it's just. Excuse me one moment. Sure. Laurel, it's got to stop. Like, I know that you're with a client right now, and I really hate to interrupt, but this is.
I'm not with a client.
What?
I said, I'm not with a client. You seem angry. Is there something you need to release?
Fingers crossed. Right on time.
Got some good news for us?
Come on in.
Okay, but this is preliminary feedback, right? They haven't made their decisions.
That's true.
So, is there any chance one could still end up accepting him?
It's possible, but I have to be honest. At this point, it's unlikely it would come with financial aid.
What about the magnets, BSI, PS20?
We'll know more in a few weeks.
But his scores were so high.
They're very strong. But the cutoffs go up every year. There's just too much demand.
So you're saying he could be shut out everywhere?
I'm saying we need to be prepared.
You know, this is a numbers game. We knew this.
We went to public school. Yeah. We turned out okay, right?
Remember, he could also do another year with us. Reapply next fall. I know it's not ideal, but under the circumstances, I think it might be the best thing for him.
What do you mean?
She's just
I mean, if the
listing
gifted
options.
programs don't work
No,
out.
but what circumstances?
Look, there's no question he's bright. He's creative. That comes across in all of the feedback. But several places also note that he gets stubborn and defensive when dealing with other kids. Frankly, you two are very lucky to be raising a kid like Jake now instead of 50 years ago, even 20 years ago.
And what exactly does that mean, a kid like Jake?
Okay, you know what? I think we're getting off
Alex,
topic here.
I'm very sorry that this isn't the news we were hoping for, but you have to understand the number of spots we're talking about.
Of course, and I know how many kids you have to place.
Whoa, I'm not sure what you're implying here, but you know that I care very deeply about Jake. Which is why I'm doing everything in my power to place him somewhere where he feels safe and comfortable enough to
dress like a girl.
Okay.
And that's obviously what you're saying.
Alex.
And maybe the problem is that we all started pitching him
Alex,
as some
he
kind
had
of...
no idea what was in that
It doesn't
essay.
matter. Obviously, it's going to affect the way that people treat him.
I'm talking about him feeling safe and respected.
Yes, but isn't there a danger of imposing...
Imposing what exactly?
No, not imposing. That was... Greg.
Alex, do you think my sexual orientation has anything to do with my advice regarding your son?
What?
Judy, of course not.
Because every time I try to bring up my concerns, you respond like I'm pushing some political agenda. And let me tell you, the impulse to embrace children as they are is not an agenda.
No, I
And
never,
like
I
it or
never
not,
said...
you two have some choices to make here. There's a problem. If you don't believe me, just read the feedback yourself. He's acting out, verbally, physically.
Yes, and maybe he's sick of us pushing him into this role.
Alex, you can't expect him to never realize he's different.
No, but I can wait until he tells me himself.
But it sounds like he's trying, but you're just determined to ignore it.
I am not ignoring it.
Okay,
Jesus.
okay.
Maybe if you'd ever had your own kids.
You know what? We're done, okay?
And I'll come grab him. I guess I'll text you when we're No, everything's fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, okay, thank you. Bye. You should lie down. Here. Come on.
I think you should leave.
I'm not going anywhere. We don't have to talk, but I'm not leaving you alone right now.
I don't think I can not talk. If you're here, I don't think I can not say something mean. I am very angry.
I understand.
I'm angry at you, Greg. You should have said something to Judy. She was out of line, and you just sat there.
We're not going to have this conversation right now.
Yes, please tell me what conversations we're
Alex,
allowed
you need
to
to
have.
be mad at me. That's fine. But I'm not going to fight. That is
You
really the
should
last
have
thing I've
said something.
Well, frankly, I could barely get a word in. I was trying to keep things from escalating.
Right. God forbid anyone gets angry. God forbid you ever piss someone off.
This is ridiculous. You're in shock, and we're both grieving.
Oh, thank you. I'd forgotten.
You're trying to make me feel as much pain as you do.
That is not what I'm doing.
Of course it is. Maybe not consciously, but that's definitely part
Oh my God. Things I could do without. Number one, the fucking unconscious. Please spare me that.
Fine, let's blame Freud, right? It's Freud's fault you miscarried.
Oh, I miscarried.
No, that is not what I...
You think if I had just taken better care of myself?
Would you please stop?
If I hadn't overburdened myself with Jake's applications,
Allie, for
if
God's
I had let you
sake.
call an ambulance instead of taking a cab, maybe we would have gotten there sooner.
Yeah, well, now we'll never know, will we? Allie, I'm sorry.
You're an asshole.
Jesus. This is hard for me, too. Is that impossible for you to understand?
I needed help, Greg. And you just sat there. Like you were embarrassed. Do you have any idea?
I'm not gonna do this.
Where are you going? Greg! Greg, you can't just walk away in the middle.
In the middle of what? An argument? This is not an argument. This is you shitting on me. So I'm gonna go pick up Jake, and I'm gonna take him out, and when I get back, I hope that you're in bed. Because frankly, he doesn't need to see you like this.
Fine. Fine. Yeah, go take him out for ice cream. And when you're done, why don't you both get your nails done, huh? I mean, why not? It's not like you've ever taken him to a park or thrown a ball in his direction.
That's a disgusting thing to say. You think it's my fault he likes dresses? No, you think I'm too effete a role model? Who the fuck are you? Did you listen to the feedback? Stubborn? Defensive? Did that not remind you of anyone? Not to mention, you're the one reading him fairy tales every night. You're the one buying him every Disney princess DVD you can get your hands on, and then freaking out when people start to notice. I mean, is it any wonder he's confused? You know, maybe the reason I didn't say anything to Judy is because I agree with her. And I think we need to make some choices about how to address the situation.
Fine. You know, bring him to a shrink. What do I know, right? I'm just the one at home with him all day,
for
every
God's
day.
sake.
What? You get to have a life outside this apartment. I gave that up.
You want to go back to work? Do it. No one's stopping you.
No. I made a choice to be here because I wanted him to have a mother who's devoted.
And because you hated being a lawyer. Christ. Don't pretend like you weren't desperate to get out. This is what you wanted. So I'm sorry if motherhood turns out to be just another disappointment, but I am his father. I live here too, and I'm sick of being treated like you're raising him alone.
Jake is not a disappointment.
I said motherhood, not Jake.
So, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for making you so unhappy. I'm sorry for taking you for granted. I'm sorry for all the ways I've fucked things up with Jake.
Allie.
I am sorry about the baby.
No.
For whatever I did wrong.
I am not asking you to apologize. Just please, please, let's just stop. It's Judy. She called before at the hospital. Just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Well, it's not.
What do you think is holding you back?
I mean, like I said, it's stupid. It's just a signature. It's not like it changes anything. His stuff's already gone. The financials are straightforward. There's no custody battle. Silver linings, right?
You know, you never really talked about that.
What?
Well, kids.
There's not much to talk about.
We talked about IVF and how hard that was on both of you. But I don't think you ever mentioned the decision to stop.
Does that matter? At this point?
I think it might. It's just my 2 cents.
Well, it was always part of the plan, I guess. And when it didn't happen right away, we both kept assuming, with all the options, the next one. This will be the one. Then the one after that. Then the one after that. And then at a certain point, I think we both just realized we were eating takeout one night and he looked at me and said, "We're done, aren't we?" I guess we were.
And how did you feel?
Honestly? I felt relieved. I knew how much Ben wanted it. I knew it was what I should want. But I don't know. I thought, thank God.
You didn't think you could tell him?
I think he knew. So quiet in here.
Dr. Hendricks decided to relocate.
I miss the Banshee. Thank you.
Judy, it's really good to see you. You try. You try so hard to protect them, but it's never going to be easy to really see people, especially the ones we love.
On?
In here.
Alex, hi. Hey, Lynn.
Hey.
I am gonna go get changed.
She hates my guts, doesn't she? She'll get over it.
What's the matter with you? This is a child. Get off that bike. You're not in control.
If I ever see you on a bike without a helmet, it will not be a pretty picture, okay?
Can't sleep?
I've noticed some things about this movie. Things that don't make sense. Because the idea is that Cinderella is this abused servant girl, right? But she's got an entourage of animals waiting on her hand and foot. I mean, they bathe her, they dress her. Honestly, she's not doing too bad.
It's a good school. I think you'll be happy.
You know, when he was a baby, I was so convinced he knew things. I would look at him and wish so badly he could talk, because I was sure he wanted to tell me.
He's got time. Maybe he'll come around. Gone to bed?
Mr. and Mrs. Wheeler, come on in.
Do you know what I've been meaning to ask you about? Which one is Aurora again? Who's Aurora? Yeah, that's who you dressed up as, isn't it?
Aurora Sleeping Beauty.
That's right. Oh, yes, and they have those three little fairies that travel around.
And they take her to a cottage, and then she doesn't know she's a princess.
Mm-hmm.